The night was still. Too still. You ever feel like the quiet is trying to tell you something? That's how it felt. I was sitting on the edge of our bed, shirt still damp from the rain outside, when she came in wrapped in her soft gray robe, hair pinned up like she'd been pacing for hours. She didn't say hello, didn't smile, just sat down beside me, close enough that I felt her breath hitch before she even spoke. Before you hear it from anyone else. Her voice cracked halfway through, like it had splintered on the way out. I didn't look at her. I couldn't. Something deep in my gut turned cold. She folded her hands in her lap, trembling slightly, and I noticed her wedding band was off. Gone. The imprint was still there, pale and undeniable, like a ghost that hadn't left yet. I stared at the floor. The carpet suddenly looked foreign, like I didn't belong in that room anymore. I made a mistake, she said, quietly. A long one I kept making. I didn't ask what kind. I didn't need to dot my chest when hollow. My breathing didn't stop, but it changed, slower, heavier. My hands found each other and locked into a prayer I didn't believe in. She went on, but her words started to dissolve around me. I heard pieces. It didn't mean anything. I was lonely. It's over now. The worst part? I wasn't angry. Not yet. I was grateful for the truth, and that made me hate myself. When I finally turned to look at her, her face was wet, not from the rain, from shame. Her eyes were begging me to scream, to call her names, to give her the punishment she knew was coming. But all I said was, "How long?" She whispered, 7 months. My heart didn't shatter. It sank, like it had been tossed in a well and left to drown quietly. I stood up, not because I knew what to do, but because sitting still felt like accepting it. I walked out of the room, into the hallway, and leaned against the wall. I didn't pack a bag, didn't slam a door. I just let the weight settle where it wanted to. And still, part of me hated how much I loved her. I didn't sleep that night. I lay on the couch, staring at the ceiling fan spinning in slow, lazy circles like it had all the time in the world to ignore the wreckage around it. She didn't come out of the bedroom, didn't call my name, didn't text. It was like she knew I needed distance. And for once, she gave it. But silence doesn't heal. It only makes the hurt echo louder. The next morning, I went about my routine like a man underwater, brushed my teeth, made coffee, poured 2 mugs, out of habit, left hers on the counter and took mine out to the back porch. I heard the door open behind me. She stepped out barefoot, wrapped in the same robe. I swollen and rimmed red. She didn't look like my wife. She looked like the ghost of her. "I need you to know," she said softly. "It wasn't just physical. That's not why it hurts. I think it's that I lied every day. I smiled at you. I kissed you goodnight. And I let you believe everything was fine. I didn't interrupt. I just stared at the backyard fence we stained together last summer. The one we argued about. She wanted cedar. I wanted oak. She got her way. She always did. I ended it months ago," she continued, voice trembling. "But I couldn't carry the lie anymore. I kept waiting for the right time. But there is no right time to break someone's heart." I finally turned toward her. "Why now?" Her lip quivered. "Because someone found out. He threatened to tell you, and I realized I couldn't live with you hearing it from anyone else. You didn't deserve that." Something inside me twisted. I didn't know what was worse, her betrayal, or the fact that it took fear, not guilt, to make her come clean. But even in that moment, even knowing what I knew, part of me ached for her. She was broken in a way I hadn't seen before. "I thought I was doing you a favor by sparing you the truth," she whispered, eyes searching mine for something I couldn't give. "But I was only protecting myself." I looked away. "You made me into a fool." "No," she said, stepping closer. "I made myself into one. You were always better than I deserved." And that cut deeper than the affair ever could. The days after the confession blurred together like smoke and fog. No shape, no direction, just ache. We lived in the same house, but everything felt rearranged. Her footsteps were quieter. My eyes never lingered on hers. We moved around each other like strangers in a shared memory. I thought about leaving. I even looked up apartments. But each time I hovered over the schedule a tour button, I heard her voice again, cracked, small, honest. And I hated that it still had a hold on me. One night, I found her sitting in the kitchen long after midnight. She was reading an old note I'd once left in her lunchbox. "You make me proud to be yours." She didn't notice me at first. Her fingers trembled over the ink, and when she looked up, her face fell in shame. I read this every day back then, she said. I wanted to be that woman for you. I just lost myself somewhere. I stayed silent, not because I had nothing to say, but because too many things fought to be said all at once. I know I don't get to ask for anything, she whispered. But if there's even a sliver of you that believes in us, I'll earn the rest back, one day at a time. I sat down across from her. Not close, but not far. You broke something, I said. And it's not just trust. It's the part of me that felt safe with you. She nodded, tears running freely now. No defenses, no justifications. Then let me help you feel safe again, even if it takes the rest of my life. It wasn't a vow. It wasn't a promise. It was something quiet or something real. Weeks passed. Then months. The pain didn't vanish, but it softened. And one morning, as I poured coffee, I looked up and saw her watching me with the same nervous hope she had the night she first told me she loved me. I handed her the mug. Our fingers touched. I still don't know what comes next, I said. That's okay, she replied. As long as we're honest about everything from here. I nodded slowly. We were no longer the couple we used to be. But maybe, just maybe, we were becoming something braver,